Hello everybody, this is Lilia again, and today I'm going to give you one very quick tip on how to improve your exam performance just 5 minutes before you enter the exam room. The best thing about this tip is that all you need in order to make your performance stand out is a mobile phone and a pair of earphones, and a quiet place without nosy people wandering around. Although that might be a bit difficult to find in an examination centre, but make sure you try to find that quiet corner in the room, or possibly a little bench next to the building where you're going to take your exam, because this is something you'll need. So here's the actual tip. Before the exam, download an authentic piece of recording from the internet and put it onto your phone. Give it a listen for at least a minute or a few minutes. The longer the better before you enter the examination room. So here's the reason why I think this will work. It will work because it will let you tune into English before you enter the real test. And you'll walk into the room all warmed up, and you'll start doing your reading or listening bit, or writing or speaking bit warmed up. So you'll be tuned into English, and you won't have to generally spend more time tuning into a different language right there as you've already sat down and getting ready to do the test. So here's the reason why I'm recommending this, and I just cannot emphasize this enough. Why not reading? Why listening? No other language will interfere. So you put on your earphones and you don't have to listen to the noise around you, because if you choose to read a passage or something before you start your actual exam, you will hear other people wandering around and just talking to each other and making comments about the exam and telling each other how nervous they are. But if you actually choose to disconnect from the outer world by putting in your earphones and listening to some authentic English stuff, that will help you get into the flow of English, and you stand a high chance of just getting through your exam better because you'll enter the room warmed up. What types of listening materials should you choose? Choose an academic narrative. And the reason for that is that most exam passages, be it listening or reading bits, consist from academic articles, academic narration, something you might hear on radio or TV, something authentic, and generally the type of language that you might run into in the exam ranges from academic over-formal to academic neutral, slightly informal in certain bits. So try to choose something academic and easy to follow. So you could choose a BBC podcast. My favourite podcasts are The Y Factor by the BBC and The Inquiry. So passages like that will come up quite often in the exam in your listening and reading parts. So make sure you choose something like that, popular, a bit scientific, so that will be great to tune into your exam. You could also listen to an audiobook, such as one by David Crystal, which is called Clear, Making Sense of the English Grammar. I think it's great, and it is consistent, so you listen to some fantastic narration, and that will help you tune into your English mindset. Right, so make sure your podcast is at least 40 minutes long, preferably an hour. Yeah, an hour podcast will also do, because that will help you switch into a single thing and not just fall out of it for the whole preparation time that you will take to get ready for exam. There we go. So many people think that is a tip for introverts, because usually if you have done a preparation course, there is a chance you'll know the people who will be in the same classroom around you. So many people prefer discussing exam points in their groups, and possibly after they just walk out of the room after having done their listening or reading test, where you all are supposed to have the same answers. So when people walk out of the room, they start sharing their feeling, they start exchanging their opinions, did you go for an A or did you go for a B? And if you happen to be that unlucky person who's the only one in the group who's got a different answer, you might start feeling really distressed and unhappy about your performance. And even though you don't know what the right answer is going to be, we tend to follow the majority, and therefore you may start thinking, oh no, so they've all got a C and I put a D there, so my answer is automatically wrong. So to get rid of that feeling, try not to engage in any conversations with other people from your group. It's better to say those 2 minutes before the actual test to yourself and to tune into the language and just give a nice BBC podcast to listen before you actually start doing your test. I know that to some of us, or should I say the most of us, exams are a really stressful experience, and you just have to scrape through that exam, just have to go through that exam and forget about it. So I know that we all tend to worry a lot when it comes to exams or something that you have paid quite a lot of money to have your attempt. So in the comment section down below, please let me know what you usually do before an exam. Do you tend to worry a lot? Do you have any strategy to deal with your nerves so they don't just overwhelm you, and so that the exam experience doesn't turn out to be the worst experience of a lifetime? What do you do to calm down before an exam? And if you think that I haven't sounded too blonde in this video and you think that the tip that I have shared with you might work, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll talk to you very soon.